why big feelings get bigger.
Well, I think the number one reason is as parents, we don't recognize what our children need in the moment, or we don't understand what happens when it comes to emotions and children. Some of the things that I've learned along the way is, children, when they're young, they're ruled by their limbic system, which is the emotion center, and their prefrontal cortex of their brain, which is responsible for logic and reasoning and rational thinking, really doesn't begin to develop until the age of 7. Those toddlers, they are balls of emotion and they're ruled by it. And so, the big feelings get bigger when we don't recognize what's actually going on, and that the emotions of our children are really what needs a space, and they need a name, and they need to feel validated and empathized and understood in order to help our children work through those things. And so I think that's why we'll see sometimes bigger explosions, because they're not given a proper name or a proper outlet or a proper understanding or feeling understood that it's safe for them to actually feel those emotions. Then there's the reality of that, this idea kids have this fight, flight, or freeze response. It's kind of the normal, like life-saving response, right? Way back in the day, a tiger jumps out of the woods, so your body has to immediately respond to save your life. The reality is most of these day-to-day interactions are not life and death situations, but our nervous systems, especially when in young children, learn to respond that way if we don't teach them something different. So the most important thing is that logic that we all have as adults does not work when our children's emotions are high, or really in anyone's emotions are high. If you've dealt with an adult who's, sometimes tantruming like a toddler, you can't reason with them, right? That's not what's going to help in the situation with our children either. So